Most guys are out there chasing the wrong things. Money, status, women, thinking that it'll make them feel alive. I know because I was that guy. I worked a job I hated, numbing myself every weekend, and I felt completely lost. But these 5 F's changed everything for me. And I promise you in 6 months, you'll look back and barely recognize who you used to be. What's up guys, Timon here. Today I'm breaking down the 5 F's that completely transformed my life. These aren't just random words that happen to start with F. They're the exact pillars I focused on that took me from broke in my dad's garage to traveling the world with complete freedom. I'm not here to give you some basic productivity tips. I'm here to show you how to build a foundation so solid so that when life hits you, and it will hit you, you won't just survive, you will thrive. Each of these 5 F's work together. When you lock in on all of them, that's when the real transformation happens. And the best part, this isn't theory, I've actually lived it. I've seen a change, not just my life, but the lives of thousands of others who've applied these principles. I'll reveal each F as we go through them and show you exactly how they create a system for becoming unstoppable. The first F is faith, and it's first for a reason. My faith isn't just something I do on Sundays, it's a relationship that drives everything I do and sharpens my vision. Let me be completely honest with you. Before I fully surrendered to Jesus, I was chasing everything the world told me would make me happy. I had the money, I had the status, and yet I was empty inside. But when I finally stopped running and gave my life to Christ, everything changed. My faith has become unshakable. It's the foundation that everything else is built on. And without it, I'd still be that lost guy working a job I hate, living for the weekends. If you don't have this foundation, you're building your life on sand. And when the storm comes, everything you've built will wash away. The second F is fitness. But this isn't about looking good at the beach or getting likes on Instagram. This is about discipline, pushing your limits and building the strength to carry what's coming. Your body is a temple, and how you treat it reflects how you treat everything else in your life. When I was at my lowest, I was abusing my body with alcohol and substances. I looked decent on the outside, but I was weak on the inside. Fitness taught me that I'm capable of so much more than I thought. When you're on that last rep and every part of you wants to quit, but you push through anyway, you're building so much more than your muscle. You're building character. That discipline transfers to every area of your life. The guy who can push through pain in the gym can also push through difficult conversations, resist temptation, and consistently show up for the people who matter. The third F is financial freedom. And let me tell you something that might surprise you. Money itself is not the goal. Financial freedom isn't about having a Lambo or a Rolex or posting flex pics on Instagram. I've been there and I've done that, and it still left me empty. Financial freedom is about control. It's about creating space to live on your terms. When I was working in a pharmacy and living month to month in South Africa, I was a slave to my paycheck. I couldn't say no to things that violated my values, take time off to be with family, or pursue what God was calling me to. Money is a tool, not a god. And when you have enough of it, you get to make decisions based on what's right, not what's necessary to survive. Building my personal brand changed everything for me financially. It allowed me to generate income from anywhere in the world, and I'm now doing something that I'm actually passionate about and helping people transform their lives. Financial freedom isn't selfish, it's stewardship. It means creating resources to bless others and fund the mission God has given you. The fourth F is future family. Since finding my partner, this one has become even more real to me. God has blessed me with an amazing woman who shares my vision, and it's completely changed how I think about the future. But here's the real thing. I didn't wait until I found her to start preparing to be the man my future family would need. I was becoming that man long before she came into my life. I'm laying a foundation so solid that no storm can shake it. I'm building habits and creating resources that will serve my family for decades to come. Think about it. Your decisions today will affect generations that you'll never even meet. Financial habits, spiritual disciplines, emotional health, it gets passed down. I've seen too many guys wait until they have a family to start thinking about how to lead one, but by then it's much too late. You've developed patterns that are hard to break. So I ask myself daily, am I becoming the kind of man who can lead a family well? Am I creating a life that can support and nurture those I love? Am I building something that will outlast me? This perspective changes everything. It makes you think long term. So whether you're single, dating, or already have a family. This mindset of preparation and legacy will transform how you approach every decision. The fifth and final F is fortitude. Fortitude is the strength to keep going when you want to quit. It's facing hard times with grit and grace. This is what makes all of the F's stick, because let's be real, life is hard. You will face setbacks, you will face criticism, but fortitude is what separates those who actually transform their lives from those who just talk about it. I remember when I first started building my personal brand, I was posting consistently, putting myself out there, being vulnerable, and the growth was slow and the doubts were real. It would have been so easy for me to quit and go back to a normal job, but fortitude kept me going. That fortitude has created a life I couldn't have imagined 3 years ago. Fortitude isn't something you're born with. You build it by showing up day after day, especially when it's hard. These 5 F's work together. They're not separate categories. They're a system for becoming unstoppable. When you're physically stronger, you have more energy for work. When you're financially free, you have more time for spiritual growth. And when you're thinking about your future family, you make better decisions today. I look back at who I was and I barely recognize that person. Not because I've arrived, but because I'm on a completely different path. If you're ready to become someone new, someone unstoppable, I want to help you. One of the biggest game changers for me was building a personal brand that gave me the freedom to live on my own terms while actually making a positive impact. In my Freedom Mentorship program, I help people build personal brands capable of generating 6 to 8 figures, not just to make money, but to create true freedom, the freedom to pursue all 5 F's without compromise. If you're interested, the link is in the description, but only click if you're serious about transformation. This isn't for people looking for a quick fix. It's time to lock in. God bless you all.